Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome to Total War Warhammer 2. It's been a little while since I've truly dived back into Total War Warhammer 2, and that's mainly because I just kind of felt a bit burnt out from the game. However, the DLCs always seem to just drag me back in. I can never fault them because they're always really exciting, adding a ton of new content, and obviously there's a big rework as well for the Empire on the way, which is going to be pretty exciting. I'm definitely going to have to go ahead and check that out. But in today's episode, what I'm planning on doing is starting a brand new campaign as one of the new legendary lords. Obviously, Marcus Woolheart. This guy is a beast, slaying giants like they're nothing, and I love the battle wagons as well that the Hunts Marshals expedition does have at its disposal, and it also has a bunch of really unique mechanics and stuff which I'm excited to mess around with. The reinforcements arriving from Franzy Boy and the rest of the counts. So it should be really exciting to mess around with that. This is going to probably evolve into a streaming campaign. I'm planning on doing an episode on the YouTube channel, this one you're watching right now, and then probably going ahead and streaming the rest of the campaign. However, if you guys do want to see more of this campaign on the channel, if this video does well, if we get like over 400-500 likes on the video, I will be more than happy to kind of bring you guys either the VODs from Twitch or going ahead and just recording more episodes after my Twitch stream on this campaign. So it's really up to you guys. If you want to see more, I'm more than happy to show you guys it. And if this video is just kind of, just people checking it out, then that's absolutely fine as well. So let's just dive in. We're playing very hard, very hard. They start off in a pretty interesting starting position, kind of just, at the northern part of the Lustrian jungle. So there's Skaven, there's lots of lizard men around. Obviously, we've got the pirates as well. There's a ton of other people. So it's going to be, a massive cluster, just an absolute thunderdome of action, which should be pretty exciting. So let's dive into the campaign and see what it's all about.
The jungle continent of Lustria lies west across the great ocean. The first men to land upon these shores ransacked an ancient temple, filling their ships with golden treasures. Word spread of their wealth, and others were eager to follow. Fueled by greed, men of the Empire ventured deeper into the jungle's heart. The land of beasts, ravaged and plundered for its riches. It will not be without consequence. The jungle stirs. A cold-blooded fury rising to punish the invaders. In the temple cities of Lustria, the lizard men enact a ritual to call upon their mighty guardian. For the Wanderer roams Lustria once more. The spirit of the jungle made manifest. A reckoning has come. Only the strongest will survive the coming bloodshed.
So the real battle royale is about to begin in Lustria. It's going to be an absolute just chaotic campaign for sure. Having all these factions just all fighting for control. Skaven, undead, you've got obviously the lizard men, the orcs are there, you've got Norscan tribes, you've got the high elves down in the south. Like, everyone who's anybody is here in Lustria, ready to fight and die for honor and glory. It's going to be pretty exciting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this campaign does play out.
Having voyaged across the great ocean on the Emperor's command, I shall tame this jungle-infested continent and plunder it for the treasures it holds. The near unimaginable wealth of these lands is dispatched home through the coastal colonies. But recent raids by the lizard beasts have set the Empire back, and I expect further attacks. Other enemies loom nearby. Savage orcs, no less, who raid nearby abandoned cities. These ancient places are sure to harbor more riches, so are prime locations for colonization. But we must be aware that the lizard beasts dominate these jungles. For our colonies to survive their threat, reinforcements will be needed from home. The time of opportunity is now. Lustria and its dangers await. Anything that stands before me in the hope of defeating the Empire will meet its end by my bow. It is the Emperor's will.
For Sigma, boys. So we start off in a pretty interesting situation. We have kind of this reinforcement ticking time bomb. So every so often we'll go ahead and get more Imperial soldiers from the Empire kind of sent over on the boats. And it's kind of the dictation of it is kind of just how far this doom meter is, what I like to call it. The higher this is, the more aggressive the lizardmen will be, because it's kind of like we're plundering more of their town, so they're kind of reacting and being a lot more aggressive. But we also get more bonuses to counteract that. So kind of as this goes up and the Empire gets more and more power, so will the lizardmen. So we have to kind of try and balance this out. Ideally, we want to try and keep this kind of medium, because then we get more ranked and more advanced units from the Empire, but we also can kind of maybe keep the lizardmen a little bit at bay, which is pretty useful. We also have a pretty interesting thing as well. We have the hunters, so we can actually acquire some really strong heroes from this by completing, you know, several quests and missions, and we can acquire really strong heroes that will definitely help us in our quest to conquer the Lustrian lands and pillage all their wealth. So one of the downsides to playing as Wulfric this early on is you don't really get access to any good quality units. Your good units will come from your reinforcements from the Empire, so because that, you're kind of stuck with a set of, you know, pretty bad units, but you are in a very good position to expand that. So we'll dive in. We'll obviously fight the first battle, because why not? It should be a very, very simple one, and then we'll look to expand. Okay, let's let them come at us. One of the really cool things about one of our units, and mainly these huntsmen, is that they have Stalk and they can Vanguard deploy. So Stalk allows them to shoot while staying hidden, so you can just stick them in some woods and just let them unleash hell on your opponents. We obviously also have the War Wagons as well. These guys are going to be the kind of revolving rifle variant, looking very cool. So we can kind of move these guys forward, let them to start harassing the enemy, because obviously the lizardmen don't really get access to much high quality whatsoever. So you can just kind of micro your way around and yeah, just hammer them, obviously staying out of range of their of these skinks. And we can probably stick these guys on skirmish mode as well, so they will continue to move. Obviously getting down this Bastillodon is going to be pretty important. Doesn't seem like they're going to come into our stalk position, but that's fine. Obviously, we've got Wulfric as well, who can use some focus shots to, you know, help out and snipe some creatures. So we probably want to continue just to focus down this feral Bastillodon, because yeah, that thing's going to be pretty deadly. So anything we can do to shoot that is going to help us out. Bring up these archers to shoot the feral Bastillodon, and just oh god, I love this unit, man. It's just so much fun. Look at it. Especially against a lizardman faction like this, which isn't exactly going to be too great when it comes to... Yeah, which isn't really going to be too great when it comes to, you know, being kind of skirmished to death, because obviously we want to obviously just focus everything on these guys, which obviously is kind of very immovable. The lizardmen are obviously a very stationary faction, but they do have things like this. Oh, wow, that was lucky it didn't charge in. Counter charge, actually, boys. Just get stuck in there. I mean, we're obviously focusing everything down, but we managed to keep this unit in place, which is actually pretty nice. Yeah, you guys continue to kill that feral Bastillodon. You have you guys coming around. Actually, just come in and hit these skinks before they cause me any more issues. I'm sure these will act like chariots, so you can kind of use these guys to rip through their flanks. And obviously, they shoot whilst moving as well, which is so big. Okay, that feral Bastillodon is about to break, which is huge. We need to make sure we kill it, though. I really want that feral Bastillodon taken care of. We need to take off skirmish mode here, because obviously our infantry is going to really struggle in this battle. You know, against the heavy Lizardmen infantry, but for the most part everything else should be going pretty decent for us, so let's try and make sure we kill that. Actually, that's fully broken, right, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Now we can start to focus on, yeah, that's fully broken, so now we can start to focus a little bit more on their general and the rest of their infantry. So let's try and do a nice little focus shot on him. You can obviously see our legendary lord right here. He's going to pop that bad boy off. Oh, he's pulling it back. Come on, bring him down already. You not shoot him? He's right there, my dude. Point blank range. He should be good. You shouldn't need to go charging in. Oh, well, either way, he's set up like so. We can throw in our infantry now to help out. I mean, the Lizardmen lines are kind of struggling. We'll get the war wagons round the flank and then move in. It's probably a good idea to run away these archers and just start to kite their general, because, yeah, he's going to be a pain to kill. Can we now focus shot him now that he's no longer... There we go. With the amber bow, as you can see. My god, that does a lot of damage. That does an insane amount of damage. We can even charge in the war wagons as well. Cause some issues to them. Obviously use these archers. Stick these guys on skirmish again. Oh, look at the war wagons go. Man, I can't wait until we get the more upgraded ones as well. Now, obviously them being tied down is going to be a little bit dangerous. But they obviously can just continue to focus their way down. Continue to shoot as they go as well. They're just such a cool unit. Definitely the coolest unit in the update, in my opinion. I mean, the Dreadsauruses are also pretty goddamn cool, but yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of these. Oh, they melt though, actually. They are taking a lot of damage. This battle was actually surprisingly close as well. Surprisingly close. Let's bring around some archers. Obviously run these guys around. We need this war wagon to survive though. Holy crap, get out of there. For the love of God, yes. We've lost 2 war wagons, but obviously Warheart is fully HP stock up. I think the next focus shot will probably be enough to kill their general. So this is actually kind of a pretty hard battle, considering it is just, I mean, I guess very hard does prove a little bit of a challenge, you know, even in these early battles. I mean, obviously we're going to win, but even for someone who hasn't really played much of this before, you know, I haven't played Warhammer in a while, so yeah, it's proving a little bit more difficult than necessarily I might have originally thought. And I'm having a lot of fun playing this so far. Just ripping through. Yeah, you definitely don't want to let the war wagons get tied down. Okay, we can focus shot the general. That should be enough to bring him down. That is called... Oh, sorry. Yeah, focus shot. That should be enough to kill him. Is he not in range? Just bring him down. For some reason, it's this unit's like blocking his path or something. Kill that general. Bring him down. And you guys continue to focus that. You guys focus that. Okay, he's going to get that shot off. Now it should be enough to one bang. Oh, so close. Okay, let me just bring the chariots in here. He should be able to just bring him down. There you go. Perfect. And that should be GG. Nice. We took a lot of casualties that battle, honestly. Surprisingly. We did take a decent amount of damage, but we can now just pick off a few of these guys, get a few more, you know, like kind of experience ranks on these beginning units, which are really necessary. We can obviously recruit next turn, and then we will look to to improve our army. A Pyrrhic victory, but a victory nonetheless. I don't know, am I just bad, or was that actually kind of a semi-difficult battle on very hard? Nice, we actually picked up a banner of swiftness from that engagement, which is actually really useful, because we can stick that on the war wagons just to give them 15% speed. That's actually really useful. The money is very nice, but I don't want to take the hit to my replenishment because our army got pretty beaten up that engagement. So we are just going to kill the captives and take the extra leadership, which again would also be pretty useful because we are using crappy units. Now the question is, do we go ahead and let this army escape, or do we chase it down? Because the thing is, I think we can probably chase it down, but we won't be able to get back into friendly territory to recruit. And I do want to kill that army because that will give us a level up, allowing us to get Root Master. And maybe with Root Master, we will be able to do that. And again, we'll take this stack. Can we get back? Oh, we can. That's huge. So we did lose a unit, but that's not really a big deal. We can now pick up some extra swordsmen, and I think what we'll grab is just more archers as well. Having the missiles against the lizardmen is really important. So we'll pick that up, which will be really useful. We obviously also leveled up, and you have to pick up Route Master. This should be, Route Marcher, sorry. This should be the first thing anyone ever picks up in a Warhammer campaign because it's just beyond useful. Our capital, we do have the access to pick up some extra men if we want to. I don't think this is necessarily that important right now. We'll make our way over here, and then eventually we'll move this training field over to our level, our normal city. I do desperately want to make our way over to this side of things as well, because I believe they have some really valuable resources over on this side. I believe there's gems around here somewhere, so we want to obviously secure them as quickly as possible. There's also obviously a shipwreck here that we can go ahead and grab, obviously some extra money and stuff. But for now, we will just pick up our money. Tech-wise, I guess maybe getting growth early on is great. The growth just allows you to improve your city so much quicker. And none of these other things are really that useful right now. So we'll probably pick up the colonial factors and grab up some extra farming stuff at the moment. Then for diplomacy, can we trade with anyone? The New World colonies are obviously going to be our friends. We have to try and keep them alive as well for as long as possible. Why would you guys not want to trade? Sometimes, man, I wish we had... Oh my god, I just don't understand sometimes. Just no one wants to trade. I mean, do you guys want to have a diploma, like do some non-aggressions and stuff? We already have a non-aggression. Sometimes, though, I really do wish that we could. We actually already have an aggression. I really wish we had the Three Kingdoms diplomacy in this game because it just seems to make a lot more sense. Yeah, just no one wants to do anything. I mean, I guess we are colonialists, but like, surely my allies and friends over there would be more than happy to, you know, come to our aid. I also need to skip through this. I don't want to see the AI movements. We don't need to know that. Okay, so our army's been built up over a couple turns. I think we can now move in and take the settlement. Wow, we really do not have a good chance of securing this. Wow, wow, wow. The garrison is holding. I guess we can just retreat and recruit some more men.
Greater marksman.
Okay, so we get reinforcements next turn, so I think just a little bit maybe, I mean, like, the thing is, we could just go in and take this settlement now, but we could just also wait for reinforcements, but then we're already, what, 5 turns into the game, and we haven't expanded yet. You know, that's giving the AI a lot more time to build up their army, obviously push up forces from the south as well. We are obviously at war with this faction right now. So what I think I might do is I might just move in and engage them. We have a pretty nice army. This is obviously not going to be walled or anything, so we should just be able to secure this battle with just our range alone. Obviously, we have a lot more men and they have a lot less men. Obviously, you need to be very careful not to lose our war wagons, but I'll just stick them behind my sword line, and that should be more than enough. We definitely do need to incorporate some more spears into this army because the lizardmen are obviously going to have a lot of large units as we continue on. So focusing that down should be nice, but this should be a fairly smooth battle. I doubt I need to show you guys much from this engagement. Okay, so it seems like they are just going to try and come forward and rush us. That's absolutely fine. I want to make sure we try and bring down as many of these horned ones as we can, because they're going to be the biggest issue that we're going to have to obviously deal with. It does also seem like they're just going to come rushing at me, so it's going to be up to the swordsman to hold this godforsaken line, and they actually do surprisingly well. So let's throw in the rest of our infantry. We'll bring back these guys a little bit, so there's a little less kind of, you know, avenue right there, and I guess throw forward our infantry to help out here. We've got our war wagons and our archers who are on skirmish mode, just causing some nice issues. I'll stick them on skirmish mode now, actually. Bring around some infantry to help here, bring back the war wagons, and then everything else should just kind of melt, if I'm honest. We really should not have to worry too much about them. The horn ones, though, are causing me a few issues, so let's just bring round. I can already see what they are planning, so let's spread out a little bit. Until we get some knights in our army, it's going to be kind of a little bit difficult to deal with them. But that's fine. We can just shoot them to pieces now, as they do kind of commit in on my infantry. We'll throw in Wolfric as well, and we'll obviously stick a focus shot on these guys. Which, oh, can we not do it on large target? Okay, so it has to be on heroes. That's fine. The archers should be more than enough to bring these guys down as they try their best to flee. Yeah, and he's taken out like 3-4 combatants. at a time, which is perfect for us. Let's get these war wagons back and out of there and let our archers continue just to rack mayhem up on the opponents. Because the great thing is the war wagons can shoot whilst they run away, so they can just pick people away as we continue to skirmish down our opponents. Obviously killing these skinks is going to be a bit of an annoyance, but the Horn 1 cavalry is now taken care of. The archers can move around, infantry can come back, and we can obviously just finish up this battle. It was always going to be an easy one. Okay, we've got a very nice crossfire here on some of the lizard men, and you'll just see that their HP just dropping so quickly. These archers, even though they're not great against armor, they still just melt in huge numbers, much like the crossbows do. And as you can see, we've completely surrounded this unit of lizard men, and they should be dropping down very, very quickly. And then there's just a few other engagements we need to kind of clear up a little bit, and then the battle is ours for the taking. Okay, nice. So we now have this another province right here, and I actually got this a little bit wrong. This is how much Colfrans values me and how much he'll send soldiers to my cause, and this is the hostility meter. So the higher this goes up, we do get better men. However, the enemy get huge bonuses against us, and we actually do get some public order, I guess, because the lizard men are becoming a lot more aggressive, a lot more, you know, kind of frantic and ready to just kill us on sight. So yeah, I got that a little bit wrong at the beginning, but that should be fine. Now we've secured this, we can obviously pop an edict, and our edicts should be a little bit different, I think. Yeah, these do seem a little bit different, which is all good. We're probably going to take up the growth for now. Just obviously, you know, improving the temple up as high as we can is going to be very important. We could also destroy this now, but we're going to wait until we have a growth point to spend that. Wolfric leveled up again, which is amazing. I guess we'll just, that cooldown on focus shot is quite nice. 25% would really help us to snipe out the enemy lords. So I think that's what we're going to go down. Just make him into a one-shot king, because he is a hunter after all. We get reinforcements next turn, which is going to be pretty exciting. So I guess we'll leave this army as is just to replenish. Maybe try and pick up this shipwreck and then head our way down south to secure this province, which looks like it's being raided or something's happening to it right now. So we'll probably look to kind of expand our empire southwards. Reinforcements have arrived. Colfrans has been kind enough to give us some more soldiers. We can actually get a nice decision on what we want. Do we want cavalry? Do we want war machines? Do we want artillery? We can really decide. And I think Knightly Order is probably a great thing to get. We get 3 units of Empire Knights. This early on will just be huge. But then again, like, everything here is really nice. We want some more war wagons. Would be pretty juicy as well, especially a mortar one. I mean, honestly, I guess this one isn't really that great, but the grenade outriders are pretty tasty as well. This is obviously really good. A unit of great swords this early on in the campaign is huge. It's going to be a while till we get reinforcements again. So yeah, the question is, what do we want? Imperial is, I think it's between Imperial Engineers and Knightly Orders, and I think the cavalry is just going to be huge. Our infantry is going to get smashed no matter what, so I think we'll pick these guys up. We got a new mission as well to go ahead and take a coastal town, or at least have a coastal town instructed, which is good. Research and technology, which we'll do very soon. And we have now received a detachment of that, so we should be able to go to our regiment. Is it regiment renowned? From Imperial Supplies, and we should now be able to pick these guys up. So yeah, I think the extra 2 units of knights is just going to be so important. I like hammer and anviling, hitting their skinks and missiles. And having these guys early on is great. And I really like as well how it's tied into the fact that you don't necessarily need to just always have them. You can kind of leave them in a stockpile for now. So now we're going to have to try and get this up to reduce the or increase the quickness of us getting more supplies, because right now it's going to take a while, but the higher this gets up, the more reinforcements we get, and we basically get them, you know, very quickly. And I believe this resets every single time. So yeah, so it will be 34 turns, we'll raise it up, and then as soon as we get reinforcements, then it will go back down. So that's kind of a cool way of doing things. It seems like those pesty Skaven have been busy at work. We've managed to discover a undercity over in one of our settlements. Obviously, dealing with that is going to be very important, and I'm just going to spend the 1700 gold. I mean, we necessarily don't need to immediately, because there's nothing like too crazy going on here, but I would just rather getting rid of it like right away, not having to deal with anything crazy coming on later on as we kind of develop the city and get stronger and stronger. As well as that, we do have a technology research. We've gone ahead and got a little bit more growth, which is nice. I'm pretty tempted to maybe pick up a few other bonuses right here, you know, more tradable production, even though our trade is pretty useless right now. We could also send out some embassies and improve our relationship with certain people, which honestly would be pretty useful. Obviously, it's a lot of our gold right now, but there's some really good bonuses so you can spend the money to achieve. We also could improve the quality of our imperial supplies. There's like some really great bonuses to have along this set, and I think what we're going to do is probably just pick up maybe the Huntsman Guild so that, you know, when we do get more Imperial supplies over, they're going to be a lot stronger and do a lot more damage. That can also let us to get this 10% replenishment rate and also a little bit of public order as well from the Colonial Fort. So yeah, I think that would be very nice to pick up.
Marcus Wolfhart.
Wolfhart also leveled up as well, so we can actually go ahead and grab some more abilities. I think what we'll do is we'll grab up another one of his Sure and True, which gives a nice little aura buff to all the missiles in range, giving a bit more armor piercing, which is something that we do really lack. So I'm going to grab that, and then hopefully we can pick up this Executioner ability as well. Would be sweet. So the army is basically ready to go. I think what we'll do is we'll start to head south. Probably taking one more turn of replenishment. Oh, we actually found an army right there. So I guess now's probably a good time to pick up the rest of our knights. Maybe some pistoliers in the army as well, just to help support that. And then I guess we're maybe busy just picking up another unit of spearmen to help kind of fill out our army. We'll obviously engage their force. I mean, we could also fortify as well. Can we not fortify? Oh, that's a shame. It would have been nice maybe to fortify just to give us a few extra melee defense bonuses, but that's fine. We'll grab up that unit of extra spears. Our cavalry is here. Something I could have done as well, actually, is waited until this had been completed and actually then grabbed up the Empire Knights, which would have given me a little bit more experience, but that's fine. We can continue to go on and move forward. Oh, juicy, we have a big old battle. They have sallied out, and it is basically just all skinks. One unit of Sauruses, and the rest are just skinks, and that's perfect because our knights should be able to do a ton of damage against them. They also attacked us, so we can kind of sit on the defensive now, which will be great. So this has really turned into like a pretty nice advance for us because, oh yeah, look at that map. It's basically just one big old ravine we can channel them into and just shoot them to pieces. Our knights can come out of nowhere. Okay, we are in the battle now, and you may be wondering how I acquired the other unit of pistoliers, and that's because we crashed on the load up, and I was like, I might as well just bring them, why not, when I reloaded the battle, and it seems to be working fine now. I really do dig this map. It looks awesome. It definitely makes me feel that we're in the jungle fighting, especially if I take off the foliage and just have that on. Oh, it looks great, you know, just for men raring to fight. I imagine, you know, if I stick some infantry in here as well, you know, just imagine the lizard men just coming out of nowhere. That does look great. They are waiting for honor and glory. Yeah, that looks amazing. So I think my plan is to obviously hit their army before their reinforcements arrive. We have a lot of archers, so let the archers do their thing. Maybe even stick some archers in the woods as well to like shoot at them. I've put forward my 2 pistoliers basically just to force them to charge at me. These pistoliers should do enough at doing that, and we'll just kind of rush the distance down whilst we go. Let's just start the battle. We'll push up close to them, let these pistoliers kind of just force them to come forward, and even if it doesn't force them, these pistoliers do a decent amount of damage at their opponents, so we'll just let them kind of volley off, and they can act as some good cavalry as well. Want to be very careful with that, but yeah, look at that volley, you know, killing a handful of them already. We're probably actually better suited at shooting with general maybe than anything else, but as I said, we want to definitely close the distance on the opponents, kind of send the knights down the left flank as best as we can. Yeah, just force them to come forward and allow us to use our numbers now that we have them right now, and use these battle wagons as well. Let the pistoliers just continue to cause some damage because they'll slowly start to rack up some kills, and hopefully that'll be enough to force them forward. Okay, bring them back now. These guys should definitely be on skirmish mode. But again, now we have the war wagons shooting as well, so they can start bringing them down. The archers are shooting as well. Archers definitely start shooting now because their reinforcements will arrive soon enough, and I want to try my best to avoid them. So the infantry's coming up. We've even got some archers over here as well. Yeah, let's turn foliage back on as well so I can actually see what's going on. And yeah, let's just get stuck in. Why not? Yeah, their reinforcements are coming. I think their reinforcements definitely consist of a large portion of infantry, so the quicker we take care of that, the better. We can probably do a little bit of slow-mo here as well. Maybe send some pistol. Oh, we need to be so careful, because the thing is, obviously the forests aren't great for our cavalry, but they're sending like a decent commitment around this left flank, so I might actually pull back my horses for now. Seems like we are whittling down their numbers quite decently. And we just need our archers to continue to shoot them. I don't really want to have to turn my back here, but it looks like I'm going to. Maybe I can kind of like encourage a bunch of them just to chase my pistoliers whilst everyone else does work. That's probably not a bad idea. And Wolfheart as well. We can bring him around here. Obviously, we want to be focusing shooting their general if we can, because obviously does improve his abilities quite nicely. And if you can get a shot or two off with that, then he'll obviously quite quickly whittle down that HP. Come on, unleash hell, baby. We gonna get a hit? Yeah, that's a nice amount of damage on that general. Maybe even shooting the general with our archers. Our archers aren't exactly designed to be shooting, but they're still good nonetheless. And I guess getting these knights around this left flank would also be good now. It seems like they are quite heavily focusing, yeah, the infantry here. Get the war wagons out of there as well. Wolfheart, just focus that general down with everything you've got, please. And we'll get some knights around here to help chase down these skinks. These archers are doing a good job as well. Maybe throw these knights in over here to help out. We kind of have to actually maybe worry about these skink cohorts a little bit. I mean, with all the cavalry coming in, it should be okay. And we're melting that general, I'm hoping. Yeah, hopefully. Once the cavalry arrives around this flank, it should be good. The archers can kind of divert their attention elsewhere as well. We have a lot of archers here, not really doing much. Our center's actually already starting to crumble a little bit. That's not too good. Yeah, infantry, like losing our infantry is going to be our biggest problem in this battle for sure. Because it just sucks. There's no two ways about it. Our infantry just sucks right now, so it's going to be up to the rest of our men to help out. And bringing these two knights around would be good. Once we killed all of this, we can then obviously take this out and then move on. And you obviously just always focus down that general, please. The guns doing a good job as well with the war wagon. Yes, they are. With the knights as well, we should be able to break this pretty easily. Cavalry's doing a good job. Continue on. One of you continue to go on through that one, please. Archers are just racking up the kills along that front line. The left flank has gone now. We kind of expected it to go, though. So, that's no surprise there. Let's try and do a little bit of kiting here. And yeah, just kill this this priest very quickly if we can. Yeah, just get all our guns, all the war wagons, and all these archers on, just killing them. Because the cavalry has been victorious now, even though our flank has completely broken. Which is going to make for a messy battle. Okay, they're breaking my front line heavily. We just got a really nice cavalry charge there, though, with the knights, which might be enough to break them. We're chasing a big portion of their army away from the battle, which is great. It's just this clump of heroes I'm struggling to deal with. And hopefully our archers can help out here. A couple volleys in would be huge. We've got a few outriders as well that could definitely help out. Like, all our guns are focusing them. We just need to hope that it will be enough, and our infantry over here can hold. We have now finally engaged against them, but yeah, it's just kind of a suicide mission out there. Oh, more swordsmen back, that's huge. And these archers just can't shoot, and Wolfred's actually breaking right now. I left him in. Obviously, he's not someone who is supposed to be tanking, and I guess that was my bad. Hopefully, he'll come back, though, so we can do one more focus shot. And I mean, their generals are so low as well. We just need to bide our time. Another knightly charge in there was huge. Come on, maybe a cavalry charge. We need some arrow volleys or anything. Obviously, maybe if I could just bring these guys back, like completely out of this engagement. Oh, he's back, perfect. Okay, do we have that focus shot back? We do. Kill that general. All of you guys shoot this, and hopefully we can maybe claim victory here this day. Yeah, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take a big, like a lot of casualties in this battle. Archers, shoot. Can you not shoot? Yeah. Come on, boys. Bring him down. Bring him down. Focus shot. Come on, get it off. Get it off. No! Oh, no, he didn't get it off. That's not good. He's probably going to die now. That's fine. The archers are coming in, hopefully supporting him. If he can just run away, that would be great. We have some infantry as well that can maybe come around and help out. Yeah, this is a chaotic battle. If we can just kill the generals, though, I think our archers can kite well enough. These archers do need to start kiting, though. And it does seem like that general is being taken care of. Yeah, if you do just shoot. Yeah, he's taken care of now. Why is he not shooting? The elevation is fine. He's like getting into melee for whatever reason. Oh well, I want that general dead. Taken care of. No longer part of this world. This battle's actually a lot closer than I was ever hoping it would be. Our archers are falling back now, which is fine. You please just kill him? Kill that general? Would be swell. We still have a focus shot as well for that other red-crested skink. With that general being killed, I think that'll be enough to cause like a mass rout. Especially if we kill the other general. And maybe do some hammer and anvils. The war wagons are still doing a lot of work. We've mainly just got archers left now, which is pretty scary. I guess we need to start actually focusing down their missiles as well now. Okay, the pistoliers are coming in for one final charge. This battle is insanely close. My infantry line just cannot hold it. Without the bonuses that you get from like Cold Franz, it's very difficult to really, you know, stand up against the lizardmen, obviously, on very hard. It becomes a pretty difficult task, but I think we've just about managed to win this battle. We're going to definitely need to have some more reinforcements after this one, though, because, yeah, there is no way we're going to be able to take out the city's garrison with what we have right now. We're going to have to probably retreat back, re-recruit, and move on. I mean, right now, these are still causing me some issues. They really are. Ooh, we just about managed to claim victory there. I mean, we really do not have much left. Our archers definitely doing what they needed to do that battle. But yeah, we need to get better infantry in this army. I mean, even if we just get spearmen, I think that'd be much better. Hopefully we didn't lose all of our Imperial recruits already, because that would suck so much. The knights obviously just doing work, many of them with well over 100 kills. Yeah, look at that. They were definitely worth the purchase, but maybe just getting a unit of greatswords would have been juicy. What we need to do is we obviously need to get maybe some spearmen with shields in our army so they can just hold whilst our archers shoot, and we probably need to get a few heroes or two, you know, getting what is it? I can't remember what their sword guy is called for the Empire. Just an officer, I think, maybe. That'd be huge. Again, we'll take the leadership. Oh, we actually are on friendly territory. That's kind of good. So we can recruit this turn, and we'll get replenishment. That's good. We'll probably have to merge and re-recruit, and then probably push, because yeah, they obviously have the garrison as well, which I don't know we'd be able to defeat. Destroy the following faction. We have 12 turns and it will give us a little bit of money. We can do that, Berry. We can do that. And we killed their hero in battle as well, which is perfect. Yeah, you can see that we are struggling indeed for more. We need to, like, recruit. We need to merge some of these guys for sure. Probably just merge, like, maybe we'll merge next turn. As long as we can recruit 3 units, that's all that matters. Our archers can stay. Our knights are on silver XP now, so are our outriders. That's good. I'm pretty tempted to go back and replenish in base camp, because if we replenish in the temple, then we get a little bit more replenishment, and then march out. Then we get, like, so march in, we hit this, we get our replenishment, we march out, get replenishment, and then we attack. I think that's what we'll have to do. So let's march back. Hopefully it'll be worth it. I'm not sure how much more we would actually get. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. That's definitely worth it. And what I'm going to do... Oh, we need to replenish though. What I was planning on maybe doing was merging a few more of these guys next turn when they've replenished and got a few more men back, because we'd get more men back that way. But I might as well just, you know, like re-recruit 3 more units, you know, to really help out. I guess we could do something like that. Like that, just get rid of that unit so we have another recruitment slot. Probably pick up another unit of archers to replace that, because we have the money, so we can be kind of reckless with our cash. So boom. And then what we'll do is we'll take this turn of replenishment. Next turn we'll march out. We can't get any hero or any heroes yet, right? No, we can't get anyone yet, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So this city's going to grow next turn, which is great. We'll be able to build and move over this base right here. We need to keep this here, though, for now, so that we can get our recruitment. But next turn we can deal with that. We'll replenish. We'll build this out, and then we'll move south. And hopefully they haven't built up again. They shouldn't be able to build up a lot again. And our knights will be silver experienced up this time, which will be perfect. Awesome, so I managed to catch one of our armies off a little bit by itself, so we can just quite easily auto-resolve that one, losing barely any men, and again, just taking on the leadership. We'll have a nice little boost of this 17 turns of +4 leadership, which is great. We also got a plan buster as well, which gives us a little bit more leadership against them, and we gained some dragon helm as well, which is always good, a little bit extra armor. Killed their lord in battle, killed another guy in battle, and that should be basically it for their army now. Anything else we want specifically here? I don't even think so. I think we can maybe start going down another route now, like this one. Again, Hunter's Snare is pretty nice, and the Hunter's Trap as well. So I guess that's what we'll start going down. Unless maybe I do want maybe reload time just to get him shooting a lot faster. So we can probably push on this army now. We'll probably have to fight this one, but I'll fight this off camera because this won't be a very exciting battle, I don't think. And then I'll bring it back to you guys after the victory has been had. As expected, an easy victory. Nice amount of loot as well from plundering their camps. Leveling up once again is perfect as well. So we'll take that and yeah, continue to move on. Leveling up, I think, is really important. And oh, there we go. So hostilities have increased, meaning we should get reinforcements a little bit quicker than normal. We managed to complete this, and that was recruiting a hunter. I guess we got her from doing something. There we go. Kalara joins the expedition, which is awesome. She wants to track a specific type of beast. So that'll be nice having her at our disposal. Just loads of archers will be great. And I guess maybe we can get rid of one of our own archers, maybe? Or I guess we'll just do something like... Yeah, we'll merge them together so that she can go... Oh, she could actually already have gone in the army. But having another archer in there would be great. She also gives us some good bonuses as well. Nice. So yeah, I think obviously we'll level him up quickly again. Yeah, more reload time, so he's just shooting away.
Hunt them down.
And then next turn, I guess we go after them. We'll probably have to engage the town as well. But that shouldn't be too bad. The garrison in this town is pretty small, even with our depleted force, so it's great. And there you guys see, Cole Franz is slowly starting to recognize us. Hopefully soon enough he will start to send more men. This is a little bit weird. Isn't he supposed to be like our sworn enemy? He's actually asking for peace. I guess he just cowers beneath my my might. I will take this 300 gold. I'm not like fighting him immediately, am I? So I'll take that, and then we'll just continue to conquer the land in the south and yeah, kind of consolidate our armies. I guess killing the greenskins would also be a pretty good idea. It's going to slow up our reinforcements, obviously, but for the most part, yeah, they're going to quickly just run inside the city. But the thing is, they've got a lord outside the city, so we can just attack him and claim a easy victory. Oh, so we actually got a pretty interesting event coming up. We actually have to decide between Tabberlackland, Averland, and Middleland. And I don't really know what to do. They all offer obviously separate things. One's kind of, you know, we can send food, send medical supplies, or spread propaganda. And each of them will kind of offer their bonuses and negatives. I think what we'll do is we'll probably do Midland, because that'll increase tensions, which is kind of what we want, so we get more troops quicker. And we'll obviously increase favor with them as well, so we'll back Middleland by spreading propaganda. So we'll do that. So that's obviously increase this. It's going to obviously make the enemy forces stronger, but we should, at this level, we should be getting reinforcements very, very quickly. Next turn, this should kind of recalculate, and we should be getting reinforcements almost like, you know, within the next 5-6 turns. So let's move in. I think we're going to have to fight this battle, right, against them. That's going to be a hard fight because of this garrison. But again, with our missiles, I've got Crocs, 2 units of Croxagors as well. Ooh, that's a scary thing indeed. But we're going to have to do it. Yeah, we're just going to have to go for it and hope for the best, I think. I don't know, can we even do this? I don't know, especially now that they have the bonus. I can't sit idly by and let them build up, right? We're just gonna have to fight it and hope. But that is where I'm going to end this episode, guys. So if you want to go ahead and continue watching this series, be sure to tune into the live stream. I think it's going to be on YouTube, but it might be on Twitch. If you guys want to continue on this campaign, just drop a like and a comment down below. If it does well, I'd be more than happy to do more episodes for you guys. Obviously, we're at a pretty interesting battle now as well, with plenty of enemy forces. The pretty crazy thing here is we can literally just, you know, jump on this guy immediately with everyone and just bombard them. with arrows and just try and kill their heroes before they can really cause us many issues. We actually have a lot of Vanguard deployed units to hit him with. So yeah, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below and let me know what you guys thought of the new DLC so far, and I'll see you in the next one.